Hello, my name is Michaela and this is my before and after story. So, coming into college, I had known who Jesus was and what he did for me. I grew up going to a Christian school from first grade to sixth grade, and then I just furthered my relationship with the Lord through youth groups and summer camps, and eventually a high school organization called the Young Life. Um, and so I kind of thought I was good. I kind of thought I knew what I needed to know about the Lord. I had read my Bible. I knew the Bible stories. I thought that was fine. Then I came into college and it was much harder than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be, and it's not what I expected it to be. And so I just kind of felt really worthless from the beginning. I felt the effects of anxiety and depression, and I needed to cope with them somehow. And so I chose every coping mechanism except for uh, the Lord, except for turning to the Lord in that time. I turned to a lot of other things that just really didn't help me. I looked for acceptance and I looked for security in things that just fell short time and time again, and I ended up being really hurt. Um, Eventually, people tried to tell me about Jesus and talk to me about my faith, and I was like, oh, yes, I know the Lord. Like, I know I'm going to heaven. Like, I have it all down pat. But I kind of slowly realized that my life wasn't looking like other believers' lives. And it was because that I was living a life that was split half and half, where I knew the Lord, I knew the plans that He had for my life and how to follow Him and how to believe in Him, but I also wasn't at all doing that. I wasn't doing that at all. And so my faith was very passive. I had the Bible, I had the truth, and I knew what it meant, but I just was not actively living on it or trying to develop a better understanding. And so it took a community of believers who just believed in me as well and just listened to my story and heard me out for what I was struggling with, and then to eventually just continue talking one on one to tell me more about what my faith can look like. And so eventually I just got to a point where I had to decide if I was going to continue living this life through coping mechanisms and through other people and through seeing myself in the eyes of others, or seeing myself in the eyes of God, who sees me as beautiful and sees me as His own child. And so I chose that. I chose Jesus. I chose what He'd done for me. And I quickly and actively responded on that and responded to what Jesus calls me to do and what God means in my life. And so once I did that, the Lord's call for my life became very clear, and I began to dive into the Word and see what it meant to be a child of God and to live as one. So from passive to responsive, that is my before and after story.